And we're back with Password. And if you're watching this, stick around right to the end because there will be a poll later about whose route we do next. But for now, we're just going to carry on with Roswell's route. We left Dave not having a peaceful night. Here's day 6. I was in that state of consciousness that was somewhere between sleeping and being awake. God knows how early it was. I'd have rolled over to check my phone, but I was that out of it still. I must have drifted off to sleep. Next thing I know, I'm being shaken gently. Hey, wake up. Huh? Oh, it's just you, Roswell. What time is it? Early. Oh, I sat up in bed and Roswell sat down next to me, fidgeting. Is everything okay? Well, I couldn't sleep. Maybe it was because I slept so much yesterday? No, that's not it. This is going to sound nuts. Well, I'm awake now. What's up? Yeah, I want to know how I died. Specifics. What? Roswell's fidgeting stopped and looked me in the eye, resolute. Please, I need to know. I just keep thinking about it, doubting it, but I need to know the details. I don't want to doubt my friends, and Tyson, but if you say that someone is out to kill me, well, I need to know for sure. What if it's one of us? What do you plan to do? I don't know. Run? Hide? I can't think of anything I've done wrong to warrant being killed, though. Okay, so if we assume that what I saw was real and not just a hallucination that could have given you the flu, who's the prime suspect? Oh, geez, I hadn't gotten that far. It could be anyone, right? Alright, well, if you think it'll help, we can go check out the place it happened. Oh, thanks. But I'm taking a shower first. Oh, okay, should I just... Oh, that's fine, I won't be long. 1 shower later, Roswell and I headed back to the museum, Roswell leading the way. Okay, we're here. Well, it does feel sort of cool during an investigation, huh? Yeah. Don't cops normally have coffee and donuts when they're doing a stakeout or something? Oh, don't worry about it. Let's just get this sorted and we can get coffee when we're done. Okay, let's do this. So there's a few things we need to cover. For starters, where specifically in this room? Then with what? I guess we can't cover the whole part, but maybe we can narrow it down from there. Which topic to tackle first? Well, we know where he was. Well, remember where we were looking for clues? Around there, maybe the other side of the bookcase? Let's see. Roswell led the way to where he thought it might have taken place and started looking around. Was it about here? To be honest, the only thing I saw was you dead on the ground next to a book, I guess. Book? Maybe. This book you saw, what did it look like? Well, it was open, so I couldn't tell you. Didn't see the front. Or anything else special about it you remember? Well, you'd underline the words in the book I used to open the vault. Right, you said it was Discovery, yeah? Yeah. Was the book the... wrong voice. Was the book the murder weapon? Well, it looked like it. Roswell paced the room a bit, sizing up things, looking things over. Did you think of anything? Well, it doesn't make sense. Well, there's no telling if what I saw was even real, right? Well, yeah. Okay, sure, but that's not what I'm getting at. The biggest books in here are the ones up at the very top, right? Well, I guess. Sure, why not? Well, aside from poor plan on where to put the heaviest books, I can for a fact say that wasn't the murder weapon. But it was covered in blood. Well, I can understand why you'd make that conclusion. I can also understand that you may not know why that's impossible. Huh? It's too early for this, Roswell. Just give me the answer, please. Well, you're no fun. Fine. Blunt force trauma. You've lost me. Well, any fatal wound incurred by blunt force trauma would likely be to the head. Okay, sure. Why is that important? Because if someone was hit on the head, say by one of those big books, they'd be knocked out instantly. You could cave their skull in, assuming you had the brawn to do it, but they'd be out like a light. Okay, so if I had been hit on the head by a giant book... Wait. Right. The book can't be the murder weapon because I'd have been dead before getting to underline the word discovery. I stared at Roswell, and I wasn't sure if I wasn't processing it properly because of lack of coffee, although we were back where we started. Well, great. Then what was the murder weapon? Hard to say. Was it for sure a head wound or... Well, it looked like it. Okay, well that narrows things down. We can rule out a stabbing then. Even stabbing something to one's head is near instant if they get to the brain. How do you even know this? A combination of medical curiosity and a stint in looking up how to deal with zombies. That said, evisceration could fit the profile. What? Think like if you hit someone in the head with the sword the suit of armour over there is holding. Or better yet, rather than it being a blunt surface, something more narrow without being sharp, if that makes sense. This is probably the lack of coffee talking, but that's fucked. Sorry. Okay, so we narrowed down the murder weapon to be not one of these books, but what would fit the profile? Well, it's hard to say. None of the things on display, minus that sword, would really do the job. Well, I guess someone had brought the weapon with themselves. You don't happen to remember anything beyond me being dead, do you? Not really. Why? No reason. But, well, I feel a little better now. Only because I can reason out what happened to some extent. Much like you, though, I think I could do with some coffee, or at least some more sleep before breakfast. I think I'm too awake now to deal with more sleep. I'll probably have a nap later to make up for it. To the kitchen, then. Roswell and I sat up at the far end of the table with a coffee pot between us, sipping from our cups gingerly. At some point, Roswell passed out, using the table as a pillow with his coffee clutched in front of him. It was still real early, earlier than when Hoss or Sal got up to do physical exercise. I hadn't even seen Benson about yet. Morning. Oh, hey Ty, you're up early. No shit, I can't sleep. Been awake most of the night with a pounding headache. Been drinking enough water? Need aspirin or something? I'll be fine. Maybe just slept funny. He reached over Roswell's sleeping body and slipped the cup from his hands, drinking deep before almost looking repulsed by what he'd put in his mouth. Ugh! What the fuck, Roswell? How many sugars are in this? I'm gonna need something strong to get that taste out of my mouth. The rest of the pot is untouched. Grab a fresh cup and you're welcome to some. I don't think to bring out any extra mugs. Do you know how early it is? Yeah. Tyson disappeared into the kitchen right as Roswell began to stir. Good morning. Again. Oh, wait, where's my coffee? Tyson took it. Uh-oh. I think you're fine. He's pretty placid before coffee. You sure? Just stay out of his way and you'll be fine. Sure enough, Tyson came out of the kitchen a short while later with a mug of his own, plus a plate of toaster waffles. Yeah, made you guys waffles. Whatever. He helped himself to the coffee, resting back with a sigh. So, how'd you two sleep? Okay, I guess. Well, no, not really. Well, slept okay-ish, just not for long enough. Oi, Roswell, you feeling better after yesterday? Roswell shot me a look of surprise equal to my own. Yeah, I guess so. At least physically. Still sort of stressed over something Dave told me, though. Oh, yeah. It's about the freakout he had about him thinking you were dead. He told you about that? More like dumped it on me after he's been a weirdo. Rushing upstairs expecting to see you dead when you're just out in the woods. Oh, right. Well, you look fine to me. Besides, it'd be something malicious to do anyone in here, I reckon. Well, if it's happened, the person who did it would need balls to risk it with all of us around, though. Not wrong there. The more I think about it, the sillier it is, right? I couldn't help but laugh at myself over it. Whereas Tyson had nudged me before motioning to Roswell. Oh, sorry, Roswell. That's okay. There's really no reason not to laugh about it. It's not even a murder weapon that was around. Even then, no telling who could have done it. Can I just say how dumb this is? Nothing happened. Nothing. Yeah, freaking out over nothing. Tyson grabbed the waffle and began chowing down, leaving Roswell and I to mull over what he declared. Yeah, you're right. Sorry. Yeah, well, whatever. By the time we'd all assembled in the dining room, Orlando went into the kitchen only to bring us out breakfast. You know, you really don't have to cater for us. Oh, I know, but it's fun. I promise this won't last the whole month. Although I do wonder if people are going to be upset if they have to settle for cereal and toast. Orlando slunk back into the kitchen, presumably to grab more things for breakfast. So, anyone doing anything interesting today? Thinking about trying the gym downstairs. You know, something different. Did you need someone to spot you? I wasn't expecting you to offer something like that. I can get crushed and hurt yourself for all I care then. Okay, yeah, sorry. I'll be glad for the assist. I just wasn't expecting it. I'll probably go for a swim and then maybe head into the forest. Oh, I think I want to go for a swim. It'd be nice to check out the hot tub too. I think I'm going to spend today in the kitchen. What, again? Well, yeah, true, I know, but... Well, I wanted to learn. You don't know how to cook, Sal? Well, yes, but nothing fancy. He told me about the last time he tried to make something fancy, and, well, it was a story to be sure. Seemed like everyone had plans for the day, and here I was with nothing really grabbing me. Oh, why don't you join Dean and I, Dave? What, at the pool? Yeah, who knows, could even check out the hot tub later too. Now that I'm feeling better, it'll be good to try it out for sure. Well, alright, I guess I'll join you guys today then. We pretty much set out right away, telling the guys we'd reconvene at lunch. Pool, yay! The sun was out and it was pleasantly warm. Well, how did you get to have a pool in your backyard, Dave? Never. How could you not be excited, Dave? It's a pool. Careful, or you'll start to sound like Dean with the hot tub. Hey now, it's a hot tub. Or in fact, I'm going to go to the hot tub right now. Okay. Well, I'm going to see if I remember how to swim. You don't know if you remember? Hey, it's been a while. I figure it's like riding a bike, right? Well, maybe stick to the shallow end until you certainly remember. Roswell eased into the pool and began to paddle in place, though I could still see he had his feet firmly on the bottom of the pool. We're doing Roswell's. Let's see how Roswell's doing. I slipped into the pool and joined Roswell, watching him splash around in the water. So what happened to actually swimming? Hey, I'm swimming. Looks like you're just paddling around to me. Well, if I'm being honest, you're right, I'm too distracted. Is it because of the whole forest ordeal or less that more, the reason why it happened in the first place? Ah. Roswell floated a little further into the pool, talking as he did. Oh, it's like Tyson said, nothing happened, but just the idea of someone wanting to do me in is just... Well, I mean, there's no reason anyone would want to do that, is there? I can almost say for certain there's absolutely no reason I should be on anyone's hit list. At least I can't think of any motive that someone might have against me. I suppose that's true. Also puts more stock in what Tyson said, though. What's that? Well, think about it. If someone killed you with no motive, that'd mean that someone here is a serial killer. Okay. Well, outside of Benson, you know everyone else well enough. Reckon any of them could have secretly been a killer this whole time without us knowing. You're right. Chances are no one's a serial killer among us. Could you imagine, though? Oh, scary. How are things with you, though? Me? Well, I'm fine, I guess. Feeling less uneasy about being here, or is it just about Benson? Honestly, haven't really interacted much with Benson since I spoke to you. I'd hoped this was going to be a bunch of fun when I found out about this place. Seems to be one problem after the other so far. Oh, it's not been that bad. Sure, the first couple of days were rough, but that's Kind of what I expected, given I wanted to bring Tyson. Which, yeah, my fault for not clearing it with everyone first, but he's still my friend. Okay. Roswell floated in place for a bit, sighing out. You sure you're recovering all right? Oh yeah, I'm fine. I bounced back from getting sick pretty fast. No sooner had the words left his mouth than he was coughing up a storm. Whoa, that cough doesn't seem to have gotten any better. That still hurts too. Better than last night though. Maybe we should get you in the hot tub. It's not quite a bath, but maybe burning out the cough might work. I got into the pool with Roswell in tow and headed over to the hot tub where Dean was already enjoying the bubbles. I eased myself into the tub with Roswell soon to follow. The three of us sat in relative silence, enjoying the heat and the bubbles. Oh, that's right. Did either of you have an interest in magic? What, like wizards or like Vegas? Well, more like Vegas, I think. Although if you're a wizard, Dean, you better share your magic secrets. Well, I do know a few tricks, but I don't think that can constitute magic, given the wands I use. Wait, you have a wand? Moving on. Did you pick up a few more tricks since the last time, Roswell? Well, kinda. Although more importantly, I wanted to know if either of you would be interested in being my assistant. Oh, assistant? Oh, I don't think I'm svelte enough to pull off those skimpy costumes. That's all on Dave. Hey now, we don't know if we need to wear a costume. We don't have to wear a costume, do we? Oh, no. I was just wondering. It turns out all the neat traditional tricks are better done with an assistant. I wanted to give them a try. What, like sawing someone in half? Exactly. Well, count me out then. I don't want to get sawn in half. Well, you're a killjoy. The three of us talked until it was time for lunch, each of us heading back inside to get changed before heading down to the dining room. We somehow all ended up back in the kitchen eating leftover pizza from the night before. Pizza's still good? Of course it's good. I made it. I guess you do have your uses after all. Who do you think's been making breakfast? Well, Benson, right? Orlando, obviously. Yeah, I don't think Benson's had much to do at all, really. Orlando's been doing most, if not all, the meals you've eaten, Tyson. So can he actually cook or not? Benson, I mean. You'd have to think so, right? Means Orlando could take a break. Hey, I'm here, you know, and I like cooking. Yeah, we know. We just don't want you overdoing it. When we'd eaten our fill, we each started to branch off the afternoon. Dave. What's up, Roswell? Oh, nothing really. Sure. Why don't I believe that for a second? Well, seeing as though Dean didn't want to be my assistant, I guess that falls to you. Oh, come on, it's not that bad, I promise. Yeah, let's go with him. Okay, fine, lead the way. All right, this way. Roswell led the way out of the kitchen, through the foyer and up to his room. The first thing I noted upon entering Roswell's room was that it was a lot messier than I remember it being. Whoa, your room wasn't like this when I checked up on you last night, was it? Well, I may have been a bit reckless in looking for something I packed. Found it eventually, though. Looking about the room, hopefully you didn't need to find anything else with how messy it was. You don't need to find anything else, right? You'd have an easier time hiding something in here than finding it. Why did you bring so many clothes, anyway? I picked up a shirt and tossed it at him, watching it fall to the floor after colliding with his face. Hey, I'll clean up later. They're only clothes. But why so many? I wanted to be sure I had enough for the whole month. Surely they have a laundry here. It's a house, right? Oh, well. Yeah, I guess that's true. They do have one, right? Oh yeah, I found it down in the basement. It's tucked away for some reason, but it's got huge machines. I could probably wash all of our clothes together in one machine. Somehow I don't think that'd be a good idea. Imagine getting your laundry back smelling like Tyson. Or anyone really. We all smell sort of different, right? That natural musk or whatever. Granted, you can always just use scented fabric softener to neutralise it somewhat. Okay, as much as I like talking about laundry, you wanted to show me a trick? Oh, right. Let me go get my deck of cards. Roswell wandered over to his suitcase and began to rummage some more, pushing aside more clothes. How do you have even more clothes in there? Still, as he began to search, it almost seemed like he was intentionally making a show of wiggling his butt in my direction. I could have sworn they were in here. Oh, here they are. Okay, this should be an easy one to start. Let me just make sure I've got all the cards here. We both sat down while Roswell fished the cards out of the package. He found out the cards and scanned over them, brow furrowed for a moment before fanning the cards face down in front of me. Go on, pick a card. Don't show me though. I took a card and looked at it. I don't have my D4 with me, so let's just... Oops. The card in my hand was the King of Clubs. Okay, now put it back in the deck anywhere and I'll guess your card. You're going to shuffle the deck, right? Oh, well, of course. So you'd have no problems if I shuffled it back in? I guess not. Begrudgingly, Roswell passed over the rest of the deck and I shuffled my card back in. Okay, let's see who guesses now. It's not the top card, is it? Maybe? Just give me a sec. Roswell picked up the deck and started looking at the cards, brow furrowed. Okay, I think I know. It's this one. Roswell thrust out a card face down before flipping it over. That's, the card Roswell had flipped was a rules card. He didn't take them out beforehand. Okay, let me try again. Roswell looked through the deck again, stopping with a grin. Alright, I've got it. 100%. Oh yeah? Your card was the 5 of clubs. Well, at least he had the suit correct. Friends trust each other. We should tell Roswell the truth. That wasn't my card. It wasn't? Nope. You got the suit right at least, if that helps. Well, damn. End of the day, you had a 1 in, 53 chance of guessing correctly? 55 if we include the rules card. I like to keep the jokers in there. But even then, there's always a way to collapse that down to an almost certainty if you know how. Oh yeah? Roswell shuffled the deck again, but with a level of finesse I haven't seen him display before, setting it down between us on the floor. Another trick? Of sorts. What card did you have again? Oh, it was the King of Clubs. Okay, so we know there's a total of 54 cards in this deck. So the chance of your card being on top is 1 in 54, right? Right. Wrong. No, it's 1 in 54. You even shuffled before I told you what it is. You couldn't have done any card manipulation to put the right one to the top when you shuffled. You're right. I didn't need to do any tricks to put your card to the top. Quantum mechanics has already done the work for me. Come again? To put it another way, fate or destiny has made it so your card is on top of the deck now. I'm sure you heard of Schrodinger's cat, right? Where it's alive or dead or something, I'm sure. It's always kind of like that, except instead of just alive or dead, you have every possible card in the deck as the outcome. I'm declaring here and now that the top card of the deck is the King of Clubs. Flip it over, you'll see I'm right. There wasn't any possible way to be able to just decide that my card was on top. But sure enough, I flipped it over and there it was. The King of Clubs. But how? Well, to be fair, there's only about a 2% chance that I got that. Well, more like 1.85%, give or take. Sure, but how did you make that happen? Well, that's probably the true magic, isn't it? I mean, if you opened with that trick, I probably would have been amazed from the get-go. I suppose that's true. I remember back in the day you're all about the tricks, except it's more with the top hat and wand. You've gotten better if you can just decide what the top card of your deck of cards is going to be. Well, I could tell you how I do it, but that'd ruin the magic, right? Sure, but I'm still wondering how you did it. Maybe I did nothing. We both laughed it off, once again with Roswell's cough causing him to double over in pain. Whoa, so much for you getting better, huh? Almost reminds me of the time you got the flu and weren't at school for a couple of weeks. Don't remind me. It's a different kind of pain than back then. Still pretty bad though. I'll be fine. You sure? Really, I just need to somehow get my card trick working on a bottle of mystery pills or something. Or maybe I can use the trick to open the vault like you did. Well, hey, if you did that, we wouldn't need the medals anymore, would we? Guess not. For the rest of the afternoon, Roswell and I just talked and played Go Fish. At some point we went downstairs and grabbed some more leftover pizza and headed outside for some fresh air. You know, Dave, it's nice having you around again. Huh? Like, how do I put it? I miss this, just us hanging out. It's been a while since we've done it proper, you know. Well, I think the last time was, when we were kids? Alright. I feel as though despite having to move away, nothing changed between us after years, right? Well, we're friends, right? Yeah. To be honest, even since being here, it's been... Well, I guess looking at things as someone who's older now, it's a bit different. Different? How? Well, maybe I wouldn't mind being more than just friends. No, you still got the spot of best friend. Don't worry, Roswell. Oh. I mean... Oh, it's okay if you don't feel the same. Really, it's okay. I'm happy, I really am. Roswell had always had a special place in my heart, for Big Steve's the friend I'd had the longest. I hadn't really given much thought about it, but if there's anyone I was comfortable around unconditionally, it was Roswell. The more my mind lingered on it. We're going to do this one so you get to see this CG which Grizz has drawn. I grabbed Roswell quickly by his bandana and kissed him. I heard him gasp and he didn't move. In fact, he just started shaking. The next moment later, though, he had his arms around my neck, holding me close, trying to kiss me back. Kissing is hard, apparently. I never really had the chance to kiss anyone like this before, and neither had Roswell from how we were just sort of winging it. When we broke away, I made sure to grab his hand and hold on to it, opening my eyes to look at him again. Wow. I guess you feel the same way, huh? Well, I do, but it's hard to figure out where the affection beyond just friendship starts, yeah? Yeah, but we have time to figure it out, right? Right. Hooray! We settled back, my arm over Roswell's shoulders, the both of us looking over the backyard. It's gotten a bit cold out, huh? Yeah, I'm going to head inside, maybe get an early night. You know, Good night, Dave. For whatever reason, Roswell hurried inside, tripping over the threshold of the doorway. He was right, though. The night air had started to settle in, bringing about a chill, followed soon by the faint rumble of thunder in the distance. With the thunder rolling in overhead, I figured it was best to settle in for the night. As I lay on my bed listening to the thunder, my thoughts wandered. In the strangest way, I could still taste Roswell on my lips, the whole experience seeming so surreal. That silly bore. The longer I lay there, the more I noticed the faintest of background noise, seemingly coming from everywhere in the room, like the walls themselves were breathing. I rolled off the bed and stood in the middle of the room, trying to pinpoint the location of the sound. Where is that coming from? Hello! The sudden greeting made me jump. It sounded garbled, almost like they were putting on a fake accent. Who's there? Well, it is good that we finally get to talk. Who are you? Me? An ally of sorts. I slapped my face, thinking I'd fallen asleep. Our cameras are currently non-operational, but planting the microphones and speakers seem to be without issue. You bugged the room? To keep things simple, let's say yes. Immediately I started to search the room for the bugs. Please pay attention. I've come to warn you to deliver 2 messages. I stopped, listening for what the voice had to say. The first message is this. You and your friends are in grave danger. From what? Oh, I cannot give specifics, but all of you are marked for death. Death? Now, I was convinced I was dreaming and went back to slapping my face to try and wake up. Please do not slap yourself. You're making me nervous. I'm making you nervous? I apologise. I did not mean any alarm. After giving myself a few more slaps as a precaution, I was convinced I was awake. Are you quite all right? Oh yeah, I'm fine. Just thoroughly creeped out that my room was bugged by some guy telling me I'm about to die. For what it is worth, I am truly sorry. The second... No, hold on. Holding. First of all, this is fucking insane. Second, why are you telling me? Third, what the fuck? The absurdity and my nerves were starting to get the better of me. That classic hyena snicker starting to punctuate how nervous I was getting over time. Please understand, I do this only to warn you. I do not want to see people die. Well, at first I did not think there's any real danger, until I saw you in the vault. The vault? I did not expect someone to get it to work, honestly. It was never meant to function at all. I rubbed my eyes, tiredness catching up with me. Yeah, well, it was just a hallucination or something. I don't know. A hallucination that saved someone's life. The comment hung in the air while I moved back over to the bed, closing my eyes and trying to get some sleep. The likelihood of you believing me is near 0%, I can tell. I just want to get some sleep. Go talk to someone else. Unfortunately, there isn't the time. I needed to relay these messages to you now before it happens again. After all, I know what you did. I sat bolt upright, remembering the note. The note? What note? The response sounded genuine, and I checked I still had it laying around. You didn't leave the note in my room? I tend not to leave my room, nor send Benson on minor tasks like that. Benson? He works for you. He's my butler, of course he does. Although you'll find him a lot less of an ally than I can be currently. I wondered just what Benson had been told or ordered to do. It was becoming more likely that he was the one that installed the bugs in my room. Well, all right, but what do I call you then? That is difficult to answer. Not even a code name or anything. There was nothing but static for a while before the voice came through again. Oz. What, like the Wizard of? Is this acceptable? Fine, whatever. Oz it is. You had a second message, right? Oh, yes, correct. The second message was the motive for you to stay. Understandably, having your life at risk may cause you to want to flee, but I assure you this is a bad decision. Give me one reason. If you can make it through your time here, alive, along with all your friends, I can consider it a success. However, as it stands, the shadow of death lingers over at least one of your friends, regardless. It was sounding like this ally was suddenly a lot more malicious than he was letting on. What, if we leave, you're going to kill one of us? No, that is what I wish to avoid. I cannot speak for who is behind this, however. It is merely what I have discovered. As a sign of good faith, I can arrange for a chauffeur to take you back home right now if you so wish. Or at the least, a publicly available taxi if you do not feel safe. Huh? I respect that this has come out of nowhere, and asking you to trust a disembodied voice claiming there is death in store for you and your own is near insanity. But please, trust in me. I was in that strange state where I was tired, but awake enough for everything to start sinking in. What if? Seemed to be the one question sticking with me. What if we are all in danger? What if the only way to save my friends was to stay? But what if this person on the other side of the microphone was lying? What if they're the reason I had that gut feeling and a vision of my friend's demise? I had a choice to make, stay or leave. If I left, I could guarantee at least my own life and a trip to a therapist afterward. But if I stayed, who knows what could happen? It all came down to if I could trust Oz or not. Can we trust Oz? I'm not sure. But we can't abandon our friends. Okay, I'll stay. This brings much relief, friend. But what am I meant to do now?
I would suggest sleeping. I'll see what I can find out for you and relay it when I can confirm you're alone. It is best that, in case one of your friends is behind this, my intervention on their plan goes unnoticed.
So what, I'm supposed to doubt my friends?
In the interest of being rational, no. It would make no sense you to put everything you trust in me anyway. You'll need your friends to get through this.
And what if I need to contact you?
There should be no need. I promise that, assuming we can talk again tomorrow night, you can ask me as many questions as you like, and I'll do my best to answer.
You'll do your best?
I do not know everything, nor do I wish to give myself away.
Fine. I'll have my questions ready.
Okay, well, sleep well, friend.
You too, I guess. But the only thing that greeted me was silence. Not even any background noise to say that the speaker was still broadcasting. Okay, back to trying to sleep, I guess. No sooner had I laid my head on my pillow, the rain started to fall. Soon after that, I drifted off to sleep. There we go. End of day 6, end of the public release for Roswell's route. So that's as far as we can go right now. And what's going to happen now? The poll. So, we're definitely going to continue with Dean's route and Roswell's route, both when they're publicly updated. I'm going to do one more route. To see the others, you'll have to play password or see if, say, Dirk the Red Panda is going to do some different routes. I'm not quite sure he's got planned. But you can vote. Do we go with Hoss? Do we go with Sal? Tyson, maybe? Or perhaps you like Orlando? Whichever it is, vote, and I will see how things go in about a week or so. Whereas the most votes will start up their route and run through all that available stuff, which will take us up to around the same sort of time as we've gone now. And hopefully there won't be too much of a wait before the next updates come out, at least for me as a patron. We might have to wait a bit longer, so if there's going to be a delay because I'm waiting on Grizz, I'll let you know when we get to that point. And then it'll be like Mind Astras and the later Echoes, where there'll be gaps as we wait for updates to come out, and then they'll all be played. So, until then, bye for now.